Alright, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to A.A.F.A.C Canoe Adventures. How's everyone doing out there tonight? I do indeed hope that y'all are doing okay, as I always do. Well, y'all, we've done it. We have reached the red light video for night 29 here on the edge of Appalachia. Hard to believe. And in case you don't follow along, and maybe you're not a subscriber to A.A.F.A.C Canoe Adventures, the red light video, it's my last video of the day. When I'm on an adventure, after that, nothing else usually happens. Maybe every now and then something will pop up in between the red light and breakfast, but not usually. The red light is usually the stoplight. It's all over. Also, I think I'd like to go ahead and get my public service announcement out of the way. Here on A.A.F.A.C Canoe Adventures, once every year or two, I like to go on a multi-week solo adventure to raise awareness of Alzheimer's and dementia. And that there is what this is. This is the Alzheimer's Adventure for a Cure Season 3 Redux. 29 nights alone on the edge of Appalachia to raise awareness of Alzheimer's and dementia. Booyah! We got it in there, guys. Let me have a little vape here. Yeah, as I was saying, night 29, guys, it's just something. It's hard to believe. It's bittersweet because, you know, it's going to be over with. But at the same time, you know, I'll be glad to be going home and watching some football and stuff. So, but anyways, let's do the rundown. Since last night's red light video, let's see what all went on after that video was over with. We did have a little bit of high strangeness going on. I heard one knock pretty close to camp here, and that is really about it for the high strangeness, which something has to pick up a stick, a fairly large stick, and be able to smack it on a tree in order to create a knock. So again, we go back to something with hands, you know, and something intelligent enough to use that as a form of communication. All right, let's see, we got that in. I stayed up last night till about 3 in the morning. Enjoyed the good campfire as we have here tonight, and finally snoozed out. I got up this morning and we had, what was it we had? Oh, we had that peaches and cream oats, y'all. Ooh, man, it was killer stuff. I love them oats. All the flavors, they're all very delicious, y'all. I'm telling you. After that, I did hang around camp for a while. I processed up a right good bunch of wood, and I did take a pic of it. I'll throw in a little pic right here, you know, as you can see the wood that was ready for tonight's fire. And some of that was left over from last night's fire. All right, let's see. Oh, after we got the process of wood done and hanging around camp, just relaxing and, you know, kind of squaring things away, packing things up and all that, putting it in the dry bags and everything, I did make it down to the waterway for one episode of Fishing with Island Rob. I did make it a little bit of an extended episode. I made it 40 minutes, whereas all the other ones for this here season 3 were only 30 minutes, maybe 34, 36 maximum. But today's was the longest because it's the last day. Just wanted to give it one more shot to try to bring you guys a fish and show you some of the beauty. You know, big, small, medium, doesn't matter to me. They're awful pretty. You know, God knew what he was doing when he fixed up some fish. All right, let's see. We got the Fishing with Island Rob in. Oh, okay. We come back in dinner time. For dinner tonight, we had that cheeseburger mac, and wow, I'm telling y'all, as I've said before, that stuff is killer. It will make your tongue slap your brains clean out of your head. I mean, it is that delicious. I'm highly impressed with the quality of those meals. They came out really well. Took some doing to make them and dehydrate them and vacuum seal them, but well worth it every time, y'all. Every time. Plus, they're good for emergency rations, you know, you keep in your home. I always keep a right good bunch just in case, you know. You just never can tell when the power is going to fail, or maybe you go down to the store and there's no food hardly. Imagine a situation like that. I know that we all can imagine that exact situation. You know, we've all been there. All right, we got the food in. Oh, and after dinner tonight, I did see that the fire stayed burning, and went around camp, did some more gathering things up and putting them away. I took down the Chill Gorilla tarp, which I thought about afterwards. I failed to do my review and current thoughts on that tarp, so that'll have to be next time. But they are all good, I will say that. Okay, got that all squared away. I have been hearing some things in the woods tonight before I started this video, and just sounds like, you know, little animals and stuff so far. Have been hearing some owls, and I saw a shadow today, speaking of owls, pass over the waterway, and I believe that shadow belonged to an eagle. I did not get to see the bird himself, but the shape of it, I believe it was an eagle. Good chances that indeed it was an eagle. All right, got all that in there, y'all. Oh, I did take a hike way down yonder, down by where I put in the canoe at, and I snatched it up, carried it back here to camp, so it is also ready to roll close by. And I think that really covers all of the day's happenings. And if you all do like the videos, do me a favor and mash that thumbs up button right down there in the corner. I think I'm pointing to the right spot, but I wouldn't swear to it. It would help out the channel a lot and would be highly appreciated, as I try to say every time. All right, let's see, we got all that in. I was just fixing to tell you all something, and now I can't remember it. Let me have a vape on the matter right quick. We covered the tarp, covered dinner. Oh yeah, I hope y'all did enjoy last weekend's episode, which was the dinner for this night 29, here on the edge of Appalachia. And like I was saying a few minutes ago, it was killer, guys. Super. Oh man, I don't have the words that can express how good that stuff is. It's something. All right, we got all that in, and now, since I think we got everything covered for this last red light of night 29, if you all do follow along, you know what usually happens during the red light video. Island Rob hugs a beer in memory of his brother. That was my brother's deal. And I try to tell the story a bunch, because in case someone, you know, might not have seen a previous red light and they don't know the story, but my brother's deal was hugging a beer, and I believe he knocked the letter C off the word chug and turned it into a hug. And this beer hug is going to be in his memory, and I'm going to send it out to my usual bros that I do every night, Troas Lockaby, Scott Baker, and Joey Rager. And yeah, going to be a little bit different tonight, because here's the deal, y'all. When I was packing up stuff today, I had a little bit of excess cardboard on my beer box there. Some of that good Genesee cream ale. Well, I decided that no need in having that on there. It's just taking up extra room. So I took out my bushcraft knife, and I went and sliced off that big piece of cardboard. Well, while I was doing that, I poked a hole in one of my good cream ale cans. And at first, you know, I was all super upset. It started spraying everywhere. I sat it down on the ground. It only sprayed for a tiny bit, and then it stopped. And I thought, oh man, great, you know, that's what I want to do, ruin a good beer, you know. And I got to thinking about it. I thought, well, let me check that beer out. So I picked it up, and it still feels to me it's at least 75% full, but now it's got a hole in the can. So we're going to do something that goes all the way back 35 years, back to my high school days. And in memory of my brother tonight, we're going to shotgun that beer. So it's already got the hole in the side. If you've never done shotgun a beer, you poke a hole in the side of it, hold it up to your mouth, pop the top, and it just goes down nice and smooth. But anyhow, that's what's happening tonight. And let's make it a thing. I've got it sitting right here. I don't know whether y'all are going to be able to see this hardly at all, but right here is the beer. And let me see if I can feel the hole. Yeah, I feel the hole on the top of it. All right, what we're going to do, I'm going to try to not spill this all over me, you know, guys. And I hope you're able to see what's happening. All right, I'm going to try to pop it. We're going to make this a thing. The Night 29 beer hug. Oh, man, I don't know, y'all. Bear with me. All right, there it is. Now, let's do it up. Woo! Y'all, Gandhi. I hope you all was able to see that kind of. I don't know what this is going to turn out like. I could not see the screen at all. And with the red light such as it is, it might have blocked the view. And if it did, I'm sorry about that. But it is gone, y'all. The Night 29 beer hug is in the books. I can't believe it, you guys. And if I could turn that around the other way, unfortunately, the side of the can that hole was poked on, that was not good at all. Beer poured all down my arm of my coat here. Now I'm going to smell like a brewery, you know. Not cool at all. But if I was saying, if I could turn that can around and poke the hole on the other side purposely instead of by accident, that would have worked out a lot better. It would not have poured. That would have worked out a lot better. It would not have poured, you know, all over me like that. I'm telling y'all, it was going everywhere. All right, y'all. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed your beer hug from Island Rob for this last night here on the edge of Appalachia. I've really enjoyed bringing you all along for this. I just want to say that, and you know, I want to be sure you all know that. I like bringing you guys into my adventures, into the Alzheimer's Adventure for a Cure here on R&R Canoe Adventures, and it's a pretty cool thing, I think, to be able to bring people along and share with them an adventure that maybe they can't have. You know, I've said that in other episodes. Well, we got all that in. We got the beer hug. We covered everything that's happened since last night's red light video, and I guess that's really all. So, let me think on the matter. Let me have a vape. I wonder if y'all can hear them dogs. I heard kind of a yowl before them dogs started barking and stuff. What I call a yowl, it's kind of a yell and a howl. It's not a normal forest animal. I'll just say that. I'm not going to go back into all that. But yeah, see what else happens tonight before I wake up. I think that's really going to do it. And another thing I usually like to try to say, y'all, is wherever you are and whatever you may be doing, I hope you're having a good time of it and not having too much of a hassle while you're at it. And since this is the last night, I've got everything said that I can think of. I'm going to have me a quick vape and be assured of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Yeah, the only other thing I could think of to say is there may be a wake-up video in the morning as the last video of this adventure. I can't say. Depends on if I'm feeling it or not. So this very well could be the last video of this adventure. Season 3 Redux. It has been real, y'all. Until next weekend. Good night, y'all. Booyah! Tricked y'all, didn't I? Y'all thought the red light video was over with out there by the campfire. Ain't that right? Well, not this time, guys. Normally that would have been it. The end of the red light, of course, but I forgot something. So being this is the last night, I had to come back and finish this off the way it should be. last night I forgot to bring y'all along for the Jim Beam Black Label pour. And again tonight, I just about forgot it. And then I remembered. And I am going to have it, so let's make it a thing. I do have here the Jim Beam Black Label. Nice and smoky. Very good stuff. I am looking forward to it. Let's have us a pour. All right, we have the shot glass on hand. Let's do this thing, y'all. All right, there we go, y'all. Boom! The Jim Beam Black Label pour for night 29. The last night here for season 3 Redux is in the books. Set it off to the side. And to go along with that, I'm going to have, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it or not very well, but it's a Rheingeist. It's a brewery out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and this is a Sunspun Shandy, and that is grapefruit and orange juice. It is going to be really good. I will enjoy these at my leisure throughout the rest of the night. I'm done with the campfire, in for the shelter for the evening. So, yeah, that's going to do it, y'all. And for real this time, until next weekend, good night, everybody.